We're going all things Blue Craw. We got Blue Craw, we got kiwis, we got pumpkin, we got orange, mustard, and if we've got time, chartreuse. So we're going to work on laminating Blue Craw with all these colors. One video, 6 cups. Let's get to it. Shaken, not stirred. We're going Dead On Plastix Black Bucket Swim Bait Jerk Bait Blend. There we go. Just like that. So the goal today, we're mixing up all these different variations of Blue Craw. So I'm going to start off with 2 cups of Blue Craw. We'll toss that in the microwave real quick, and then I'll show you what we will be doing. Well, that's in the microwave. The original goal, kind of going into things, is we are going to use 0.04 and 0.025 with our Blue Craw. And I don't want to add any flake to the bellies. That way we can get a nice, good laminate and a good visual representation of how these lures or how these colors look laminated. So what we're injecting is I have these creature baits from Amazon, Best NJ. Kind of like a beaver style, but it's also got a ribbon tail. Not the best lure because it's like clay material, whatever, but I really enjoy it. I've caught a couple fish on them, and it's really good with a Texas rig with a slip sinker. So that's gonna be a really cool one. Plus I want to see what it looks like in through the tail. And then this one is a new one that we got from Bass Tackle. I'll link the mold number, but it's a craw mold. It's got this nice top. It's got this nice textured belly, so it's gonna be really cool to see. We're going Blue Craw on the top, and then that no flake on the belly there. So that's gonna be a really cool one to experiment with our Bass Tackle mold. And then we got a Bass Tackle stick bait mold. So those are the 3 molds that we'll be injecting. We'll do a straight run of just the Blue Craw. That'll kind of be our first run through. That will be our kind of test. So we can kind of have a baseline, and then going from there, we'll get our other cups rolling. And more than likely, I'll either be giving these baits away, because we're going through 5, maybe 6 cups of plastic. I'll either be giving these baits away or selling them at like super cheap. That way, the cost of plastic, the cost of the colorants and shipping and all that doesn't eat me alive. So stick around towards the end of the video, because I'll show you how you can either get them free or super cheap. And now we're going 2 cups. So we're going to do 80 drops of plastic. 2, 3, 4. So that's an extra 10 drops, so that would be 90 drops total for the 2 cups. And I think that is going to be a really good start. So we'll start like that. We're going to inject these molds, and then when it's time to demold, we'll come back and we'll get started with our first laminate. Cool. We are pretty cool to the touch, so it's time to demold. Get started with our crawl mold. And this is actually the first time I've shot Blue Craw in this, so this is a fun one. Get the blue highlight, especially in through the claws there. It's a nice little highlight there. And then that's what the belly looks like, nice and detailed. This would be good on a Texas rig, Carolina rig. And I'm really thinking this for a Ned rig. I think that would do really good, just kind of standing up, giving it some little hops, letting those claws just kind of swing around. But that's going to be our reference. Oh, look at that blue shining through. Nice. So let's take a look at the sticks and the creatures. So here's our stick baits. Came out great as usual. Blue, as the light hits him, turning into that brown. And then here's those creatures. Same thing. The body is nice and brown until it's exposed to the light. And then as it gets into the thinner parts, it's turning more and more blue. So, really good. A couple little pockets here. But other than that, came out really good. So we got our next cup ready. So we're going to toss Dead On Plastix Kiwis in there. So we're using our BTS molds dual injector. I lubricated it recently, so it should be good to go. We're gonna make sure to burp it. That way we know we have good flow coming from both sides. No bubbles, no pockets. Top this off and we'll let it sit. Here we go with the kiwis laminated with the Blue Craw. Man, this looks cool. It's a really, really subtle color shift because when there's no light, you know, it's brown. So the kiwi side is kind of more like that green pumpkin like I was talking about. But I really like how these came out, especially the stick baits. Because when it's here with kind of that dark background, there's not really much of a difference, right? There's a little bit kind of more of that blue or green hue. And that's where having no flake on the kiwi side is paying off, because then once you do hold it up to the light, that's when you can see the difference in the color morph. So I'll show you all that later. That's a okay look, but I'll hold them up to the light later so we can see a really good look of that laminate. And then here's that Blue Craw laminated with kiwis. Kiwi belly, Blue Craw top. Easy enough, just like that. We'll wait for the Blue Craw side to reheat and then we'll laminate. Blue Craw laminated over Carolina pumpkin. Burpy burp action. That's gonna look good. So this is our Blue Craw laminated with some Carolina pumpkin, and I really like that one. I think that came out, this might be my favorite so far, and it actually gave me the idea to do, instead of Blue Craw with pumpkin, to do smash berries with pumpkin. These stick bakes actually didn't come out as good as I thought they would. I like it, but something with the laminate, I don't know. But, you know, if I did smash berries and Carolina pumpkin, well, now you're getting like a PB&J. So I'm going to try that maybe in another video. Smash berries with pumpkin, and then maybe even some chameleon dye. But I think these ones so far are my favorites. Well, this will definitely be interesting to see. Alright, well, okay. Laminating Blue Craw with some orange. This is going to be another good color. I'm interested to see how this plays out. And I decided, instead of doing chartreuse laminated with Blue Craw, why not do blue with Blue Craw? So that will be our last color. We'll do mustard after this, and then we'll do Flippin Blue. So I was just going to lay them all out on the tray and then take this video, but look at that. I love how the orange kind of peeps through on the craws. That might be the best one yet. Blue Craw laminated with orange. Let's get the rest of them on the tray and then we'll show you. What's interesting is I feel like, you know, they all look good. I think I like the color combination. I like the laminate. I like the color morph effect. But I think just like the tips coming through like orange and like in through the arms on this one, this looks really good to me. I think that's my favorite so far. The stick baits I like, but not sold too much on them. And same thing with the little creatures. I don't know if it's because it's so orange, you know, maybe if I added like a drop of black, or if I had added a little bit of black flake. Now we can shoot our Blue Craw. Alright, Blue Craw and Lureworks Mustard 149. First time using it. Big burp here. You live and you learn. Boom, dude. I'm pumped. This makes me super excited to see. Alright, I think the craw came out good. I wanted to get a good look at these stick baits. Let's try to be cool about it. Creatures, mustard and Blue Craw, and the sticks. Boom. And that craw. Now, if you've made it this far, now we still got the Flippin Blue, but if you've made it to this point, do me a massive favor. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video if you haven't already. We'll do our Flippin Blue. We'll put everything on a tray, and then hopefully I can find a way to give some of you some free baits or something. I had the option of Flippin Blue or Midnight Blue. The reason I decided to go with Flippin Blue is because thinking about Chameleon, which has that kind of like glowing effect to it, and I really wanted to see if I could get that glowing effect. So I wanted to do like a brighter, lighter blue. And then because we had issues on the last half cup, I'm just going to open up the tops here and pour it in. And then I can burp it from there. Like that. Nightmare. That was sad on so many levels. That's what I get for trying to cheat the system. There we go. Blue Craw and Flippin Blue. Even that one has a... Gosh dang. That's what I get for trying to cheat. because neither of my creatures came out. The craw didn't come out, and at most 2 of my sticks came out. We got one bait out of them. Alright, I had them all laid out, hoping I could have added the other craw, the other creatures, and the other sticks, and all I got out of it was that one. But here we go. So here's our craws. We got straight blue craw and kiwis, blue craw and orange, blue craw and pumpkin, blue craw and mustard. And then same thing here on the creatures. Blue craw with kiwis, with orange, with pumpkin, and with mustard. And then here I got blue craw with kiwis, with pumpkin, with orange, with mustard, and with Flippin Blue. So appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of the video. If you're interested in taking these off my hands, drop me a comment, and then we'll connect. Ideally, probably through either email or Instagram is going to work best, and we'll figure out a way for me to send these to you guys. That way you can enjoy them. I'm probably going to keep a couple of them, maybe one of the craws, maybe one of each color for the sticks, and then maybe just 1 or 2 of the curlies. But if you're interested in any of them, just let me know. Again, if you could like the video, subscribe. I think I'm going to do the same kind of concept with smashberries from Dead On, and maybe even from kiwi. So let me know what kind of color combinations I should try next, and I'll see you next time.